Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Terra Invicta. We are Project Exodus, and a little bit of time has passed in between episodes. You'll notice that the Eurasian Union over here is Project Exodus Yellow. It was a little bit of a scrap, but not too bad. The first two control points, I think I basically did go and get on my next two efforts. So the party and then the executive. These last two both took, I think, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 tries each. I'm not sure. It was a little bit more, but we've got the Eurasian Union. We're about to do a defend on it as well. And luckily, the resistance, we're still not at war with them, just in conflict, so they don't hate me to the max yet. We are slightly over our control point limit, although barely so. And yeah, we've got a nice little territory over here. We're focusing on getting that mission control going. I'm also trying to add some navy to our existing armies. And if we take a look at relations, we are in a few wars. I'm actively involved. I've decided to go and commit to the Korean War over here. Or, I guess, South Korean War. Wait, no, it's just... It says South Korea, but I think it's one... Oh, it's not one unified country. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it was. I think because it's all purple, I thought, oh, they've united at some point. But I'm like, they wouldn't still have the South Korean name. Oh, that's interesting. Now, I was saying I was going to continue the war because actually all 3 control points were servant. Now the Academy is in there, but I guess the Academy already hates me. So I'm like, you know what? We'll continue it. We'll finish it up. That's going to be good. I should probably go and drop out of these other wars, though. We probably don't need 2 people doing advises.
Where to?
I mean, I think it still helps. We aren't burning any things yet. That's okay. So let's have Letitia set a national policy over here, and we'll see if we can back out of some of these wars. Hello, Alien Fleet Victor 622. I wonder what your deal is. 800 strength. We're going to talk about some ship stuff and some research and some engines in a second, too. So these are about 100 each. Let's go with 5. So we'll be a little under 500 strength, right? 467, about half their strength. I'm hoping they take this engagement because I think we're probably going to be good with it. Now, it's very likely, of course, they just immediately turn around. We will see. So let's go with, min delta V expenditure. That's going to be fine. All right, research-wise, I've decided to go and pursue the Poseidon Torch. Thank you. It was pointed out that apparently this was renamed. It used to be called, I think, the Neutron Torch. It was like the neutron flux drive and the neutron torch or something like that. And knowing that and looking at the chart and taking some other things, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. It's possible this still won't be our final one. Our inertial fusion, I think, internal fusion. I think inertial fusion drives might be more or less the last ones, unless we start doing like weird stuff with exotics or antimatter. But again, I don't think antimatter. I can't remember the exotic drives other than. I think the pylon drive or whatever does need it. I'm not sure. But we might still end up going with another one later. But the Poseidon Torch did sound good. I think, is this the one, people said it's like the open cycle cooling? So heat is expelled through the propellant, which means we don't need big heat sinks. So that actually does translate to nice because it saves some weight over there, which can translate to potentially more efficiency than something that might look more efficient just looking at the raw numbers. So that was some good intel. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So, got pushed back. Oh, because I'm increased. I decided to, I'm picking up a few things. I decided to throw in space tourism in case we need some extra money, some extra ways to raise funds. And it was really cheap. And I just want to make sure to keep control over this tech choice, so I'm going and putting 3 points in here for the moment, but I'll probably back out of that. I just want to quickly pick the next one after space tourism. Our resource economy is getting a little bit better. Some of our mines just kicked back online. I also do have everything needed for automated outposts, including the automated, I don't know if it's the fission pile or fusion pile, but whatever. So I did go and stick another, I think 3 little bases on the asteroids, especially ones that give mostly volatiles is what I was focusing on. And yeah, just a single automated power plant of whatever kind, plus an automated mine on these type 1 things. And then if they get blown up later, it's not a big deal. But I think that's a lower investment, which is going to be nice. We're still limited. We can't do Jupiter because of the 750-day limit. That's despite the fact that the series base is online. Now, the series base, I do have a little defense group. I forgot that I decided to build the autocannon escorts over here. They really don't have a lot of punching power, but maybe we can use it as sort of an incentive to tell things to F off if they do decide to come around series. Maybe not, I don't know. But over at series, I am building another fleet there of our Our older generation, the siege battle cruisers, with like 100 Delta V or something. I'm building a few of them with, and then one of the colony platform things to maybe use that as a setup somewhere, but we'll see. Okay, we're going to try to engage here. Okay, they are willing to fight. That's great. Again, because this is torpedo stuff and micromanaging is kind of awkward, we're going to go with the auto-resolve. And we did lose that one without blowing anything up. Well, that's a darn shame. Now, that might actually encourage the aliens to accept these attacks. I wonder if it's possible that they're just packing so much point defense that even if I go with more, it might not do it. So let's do this. This might run, but let's throw 748 strength against them. I think they're probably still just going to leave in general. I don't think they've got any targets that they care for, but we'll send another fleet anyway. Okay, you're supporting there. That's great. We had a lot of cheap techs came in, which is great that we are backfilling. Oh, they're willing to do this. Okay, this time they were destroyed with us taking no losses. All right. A little bit of exotics, putting us over 100 total. Sure, cool, groovy. And yes, launch. I think we're... Earth Def is at... That is Earth Def. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we're hanging out at Shipyard 2 because it's in low Earth orbit where most of the action seems to happen. We'll do that. We'll rejoin you with Echo 115. The other way around, we're going to have Echo 115 merge and just keep the Earth Def name. Earth, yes, with an F. And, okay. We should get the Eurasian Union / Russian PR stuff. Oh, there we go. Space tourism is done. We might want to unlock the outer planet. I don't think we need the tokamaks. Biological warfare. The max military tech might become important. I'm not sure. Comms hub. Oh, I think I did just unlock the admin tower 2. No, I didn't research it, but I think the project is available. You know, I think we can probably go and put that in. Independent habitat, civilian complex. I don't think we need that. Loyalty training. I don't know what these all do, but we'll do that. I'm going to bring this back down. There we go. Okay, September. Oh yeah, our rates have gone up because it was originally November of 2040. So we still have a while before this torch comes in. But I think I'm okay with it. Okay, we've picked up more and more of... Oh, hello. We've picked up more and more of these anti-enthrall missions. We've researched a few of them, and there's still a few left in the queue. I think I'm double researching, yeah, alien tech projects right now. Still, that's fine. They can research the Hydron Trap now. I'm okay with that. Wow, it does take a while for these things to go in. I mean, we are on the 3-week cycle now, so there's some amount of time in between. And yeah, our mission control's gone up. We've got lots of space. Okay, we're going to seek peace. Interesting. Can I not choose the Korean one? Am I not the leader in that one? Anyway, we're just going to get out of these wars, because who cares about them? Repeat and continue, please. Destructive testing. Oh, this is going to be the thing that generates debris? Yeah, which seems dumb. Yeah, I don't... It's not even that much science compared to our research. I mean, it's still nice, but it's hardly a big deal. Burninate. Oh, but there's still some there. Okay. Low Earth orbit nano manufacturing complex. You still have some bits and bobs that are open. Guess we still don't have the tier 3 research. We'd need to build more power. Maybe we just wait until we get the tier 3 fusion reactors for these guys. That might not be insane. Low Earth orbit cleanup. Yes, in fact, I think nothing happens. A little bit of money for -1. We're actually positive on money, and I think, just research yet another tech to be able to sell these resources for even more money. Ooh, the metals are getting quite low, but luckily we are turning a profit on that now. Let's do the extensive cleanup. And the public opinion boost is not too bad. We did spend quite a lot of influence taking on the Eurasian Union. So we're not still on total war with the aliens, but, I mean, it's pretty nasty out there. Damage control teams conduct repair 50% faster. That's actually really good. Because that's on ships, right? That's actually pretty substantial for mid-combat repairs. You're at, we can probably just put you on auto. You're not known by anything. Yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere I'd have to send you specifically. We're burninating, a little bit of protectoring. We're doing this. I mean, unless... Okay, you don't need to hide. You don't need to hide. You're known by the aliens. You're at some security. You know what? It's probably okay. Especially with just one faction known. I mean, it is a little bit vulnerable, but until they start actively booping us, I might not worry until they're known by a lot of things. Like, we still don't want to take too many chances, but just being known by just the servants isn't the end of the world. Okay, I think I can do that. Let's check the XP situation. Unless you have a discount, and I don't think you do. No. And I'm still not... I did add a little bit of cybernetics. Someone, I think Yoko got a little bit more to help them. It was relevant to whatever was going on there, and just, I think, mostly finished off her cybernetics. I don't remember. So I did spend a little bit of money. This is going to be cheap. I'm going to set as a favorite because they are going to be really cheap, and then we'll have them and we want to level them up. Okay, we're getting our big space works and things around Mars. I still don't know if I'm necessarily... I don't know, maybe I should get a fleet to protect our mines around Mars. We want to wait for another tier? I don't think we're going to do the autocannon ships. I might do another nuclear torpedo fleet. Or we could go with some lower Delta V, but higher velocity, larger ships. Maybe I'll just wait for some engine tech. At least that's protected. I don't know that we're going to do automated solar platforms, but it's probably pretty cheap. I at least want to check to see if it leads to something. That's fine. You guys can surpass me in one of those fields. And someone's ahead of us in Z-Pinch, but we're predicted to take the lead. It's not critical that we direct the next stage of research on all of these. Yeah, I'm probably fine with not stressing. We've got most of the stuff. That's our final tier of cyborg tech. And 75 days before we can start doing anything big there. The other people joining wars. We're going to seek peace with the Russia-Venezuela war. Oh, I see. We weren't actually at war specifically against Korea. Okay. So yeah, we will have to depart. Fine, fine. Fair, fair. And I'm going to tell path all armies home. Now, that's just all armies in this section. It is conceivable, and maybe I should do a pass through all these really quick. Just to make sure that none of these extra go home buttons light up. Was that first division, which is there? Because I would hate to be spending... Oh, see, right here. Army go home. That's fine. Those two are going there. The 5th, the 8th, and the 41st. Okay, good. Everyone's at home or going home. So we're going to hide that, because it does take away a bunch of your investment points to do this. And... okay, wiped out. Good. So we can confirm no wars going on there. And relations, I did go and normalize relations here. Oh, I can go further. Nice. Okay. So let's, yeah, fully commit to our alliances over here. Low Mars orbit. Yeah, so that might be a bombard coming. I don't remember, but I think the Martian mines are getting battle stations now, so they might be okay.
Information. It doesn't matter what they call it. The simple truth is that the powerful do it, and the...
Shoot. Are these tier 3 research buildings? And the requirement for administration? Yeah, you know what? That sounds good. I want that. Okay. New Navy launches. Okay, good. Okay, so in... oh, that was European Union Navy. Oh, okay. Because I know I was adding a Navy over here in the Eurasian Union. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to merge this up because these names are going to confuse me. So we'll definitely have to go and correct that. I don't actually know if we can... I don't know if we can absorb Russia and stuff into the EU anymore, I'm realizing. Because they have their... no, there's going to be some weird things. Like, if we go and merge them, there's like a chance some of these break away. I think it might depend a little bit on some of these other stats here, which means we might be incentivized to actually... First of all, we might be forced to hold on to this as is, and even if we're not, we might be incentivized to try to fix the government, although at this point it's kind of unfixable. But this is... And it's not even the biggest economy. We could... Yoinking this into the European Union would probably not hurt the government and cohesion and stuff like that of the EU that badly. I mean, I think focusing on the mission control still makes sense, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. Okay. That is a big alien. Oh, it's 2K. Okay. I thought it was going to be a 5K one. I propose we sortie with our 1.4, and they might run from that, but they might not. Engage. Okay, they are. Could extend pursuit. It'd be nice to get a preview. See which of our ships. Yeah, that would definitely not be enough. So we're going to submit a null bid. And we're going to wait until you become available again. I'm going to go and split off just like 2 ships. Because I think we're pretty close to convincing them to dance. Oh, they're doing surveillance. Yeah, we definitely need to get them the hell out of here. Because they're going to get a bunch of abductions and stuff. That is no good. All right, Grant, please burninate. Letitia, I guess you can go and do the investigate alien activity. Let's go. I think there is still an alien running around. Engage. Okay. Auto-resolve. Oh, I was going to say, this looked pretty good. Because we are firing lots of nuclear torpedoes over here. 11.7 exotics. I'm sure we're going to go back to like watching battles once we get just pew-pew gun stuff that is a little less annoying to micromanage. Launch the shipyard 2. And you as well. Launch to... I mean, you might just be able to merge with Earth Def, but we'll set it there. Supply. Resupply. Continue. Join Earth Def. Earth it up. All right, good. Protecting the Earth. Yeah, protecting the Earth from a surveillance ship mission is really critical. Still not total war. And these aren't the we immediately retaliate with you things. I think if I destroy one of their bases, they might, and certainly the assassination missions do. Yeah, being over this, I don't think is a huge deal. 3.9 penalty defending against missions. I mean, it's not nothing. We'll probably need this because I think it's only a matter of time. We're probably going to get some, if not all of our counselors retiring before the end of the game. Communications hub, I think, is just the influence building. I don't know that we're actually going to research it, but again, I want to favorite it to keep an eye out. Go, units are coming back. They're going to have to repair themselves as well, but I mean, that just happens. Go, there's still at least one more on the move here. Battle station. Yes. Okay. Wiped out the alien flora. We're just 4 under. 3.8. Yeah, I guess that is pretty significant, though. Aliens in Australia. I could do an investigate to reveal it, and maybe Humanity First will take care of it for us. Might be worth doing with Yoko. I don't think we're really doing too much else. Might be this right here. Yeah, we should probably do a push in Sweden next. Oh, well, that fixed our control point limit, but... Yeah, because we could go and merge in, and the people in Sweden aren't people that we're already unfriendly with. Let me go and replace you. We're going to do a investigate on this person. Give you a couple of ticks over here. Commander, you got nothing burned, so let's go ahead and investigate that. And if I automated you, okay, you just do an advise. So... But yeah, so... Poland, Sweden, Norway would be fairly small grabs. We do have claims over Turkey, so that might be a thing. And of course, we can do Spain and Portugal as well. The smaller economies are a little easier, so I guess it doesn't really matter which way we go here, huh? Let's just see what we can do for a pure purge. Okay, we can start at 30% on that one. You know what? Okay, I mean, I know it's not the executive one, but it'll get a toe in. It starts at 37%. We can go to like 85% successful in a purge. I think I'm going to do that. No crackdown, just a direct purge attempt against one of the control points in Sweden, which will put us over a control point limit again, but I think that's probably fine. Your command and admin is maxed out. Oh, I think I'm going to do the thing where I just get your espionage up a little bit more. Oh, we're running a money deficit again. All of a sudden. But that's okay. And then, yeah, our resource numbers over here are fluctuating, but it's generally fine. Yeah, these are not small researches. I'm doing them side by side, but I think it's going to go a long way towards protecting our points. Okay, I'm fine with this. Let's go. There we go. That's what I thought. Here, we'll do a second tick just to get some extra intel loaded on that. But since they're not actively harassing my territory, I'm not going to go and look to boop them. Plus, it would be harder for me to try to boop them somewhere else. Ferrocite emitter. Does that increase our persuasion? I don't know. We'll put it in the queue so we can at least look at it. By queue, I mean favorite it. So that's kind of how I treat that. We'll favorite that, sure. And yeah, we're predicted to take the lead in the middle, even though we don't have it yet. Oh, quite the flip. South Korea. Okay. And okay. Oh yeah, no, you're doing your own fleet here. Let's join 118. So this must be 118. So I'm just going to continue past this. Join that. Join that. Join that. Join that. Pause a sec. So, review. These are all CGBC class battlecruisers and a CGBC platform. So not the greatest range, but I'm betting you can get somewhere. So let's hope this is our like Jupiter colonization. I think Mark II, because we have a Juniper colonizer going out to deep space forever and ever. So transfer you, Jupiter. I think Io had some decent looking mining. Well, it depends on what... Okay, focusing on the volatiles. Well, Amalthea actually has the most volatiles. Low in some other things. I would also like to get more metal production. We could... What about Europa? Just because it's a good average? And I mean, we're currently like basically breaking even in water. We do have a lot of it stored up. But this would give us a smattering of different things while still getting the volatiles. Okay, let's plan for Europa. And yeah, let's minimize for arrival date. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just delay this slightly and save a little bit more Delta V in the tank, just in case we need a little, I don't know, something. It really doesn't matter. Because what's going to happen, we're going to do this, we're going to drop the platform, and then once the platform is built, we'll be able to resupply. And the difference in Delta V is meaningless, because we're just going to be standing still for any combat, most likely anyway. Have to make sure to do no maneuverings if we do get intercepted. Okay, so let's go. So in a year, it'll get there. I mean, unless it gets intercepted like the other one. And that's not a particularly high-tech fleet. I didn't go and update the design. Oh, hey, there we go. We got the control point in Sweden. How you doing on mission control? Yeah, that's fine. We don't need the boost. We'll probably just do the 1 tick in economy and then 3 in funding, with the plan to hopefully absorb this sooner rather than later. So we're over control point limit again. Triple battle stations in that Martian base. Okay. So I was more paranoid about some than others. There we go. More negative money. I mean, those bases are expensive. Are we doing less nano manufacturing for some reason? I don't know. So, I kind of expect... Let's go back to 30% as is. You know what? I'm just going to keep doing this with no crackdowns. Alright. I'm fine with that. Makes it quite easy. Who knows, we might have to do one for the last one. I guess, oh, hold on. No one else can go and attack this point. So let's say I prime ourselves with a crackdown over there. I mean, the odds aren't great, but let's go 1/4 chance of a crackdown. Our odds will go better once we take this one, but maybe we prep a little bit. Just going to put us further and further over our control point limit. But well, there goes some management. I think there's a couple of techs in the queue that give some management points. So we may have to go and look at those. We don't need a lot right now. I mean, once we take the rest of Sweden, they're what, 10 points per? 12 points per. 11 days for the executive control. So we might go and see what's available. So the flag here is the Russians' flag with a little sushi in the middle. So I'm going to click on Switzerland. Although, oh, I do have control over Switzerland. I bet you there's a few. What am I looking for? Relations. That's what I'm looking for. First of all, over here. Yeah, we'll be able to have you join the European Union. So that will work. Oh my god, why can't I see Switzerland? It's the world's most basic flag. Unification is available. Okay, we're definitely going to do that. Okay, you didn't do the crackdown. That's fine. I mean, the odds were not in your favor. Oh, hello. Who are you? Ooh, that's big. Okay, less than half strength on paper. They take the engagement. They don't have that much Delta V, so actually, this might be slightly scary. We can wait to see what they do. They have a Titan. I don't know if there's any way to tell from this if these are we're planning to land on Earth type thing. We might be able to fight them. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna sortie this. If they start targeting a station, then that might change, and we'll see if we can beat them to the station. Cancel some enthrall. And then, like, I don't know what the, so we might want the space hotel and stuff. Oh, that's right. I probably want to finish the industrial atomic assemblers, but before I do, I was going to say, let's check to see if there's anything that would increase my control point cap for a relatively cheap research cost. I do think I really want the level 2 admin tower. Because, I mean, honestly, the control point cap bonus might be helpful, but then the production as well. I think we do actually need this fairly early, and it's dirt cheap. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Oh, okay, hold on. You're arriving... Oh, that's pretty close. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat you to there. It was at... Big long name that starts with an H station. This one over here. Okay, it's going to take us 2 days. They're going to get there first. They will have to do a subsequent follow-up to do the destruction, but it's only going to be a few hours. Well, I guess I'll set it just in case we can convince them to attack us instead of the other way around. And then we'll be close to doing engagement. Oh. Hang on. No, I can get there in... But they're going to get there at 0400. We could get there before they do the destruction, but not before they engage the station in the first place. I don't know. Let's go and put in the old college shrine and see what happens. Oh, this might not even have any defensive structures. Oh, it does have a couple of battle stations. Okay, so we have no choice but to accept. Just auto-resolve. It did damage some of their ships. Okay. That's quite good. We considered the attacker here. Because we weren't intercepting the fleet, but... Unless... I just do this, because we would be the defenders. Ah. We would be the defenders, which would mean not generating more hate. But they didn't take the engagement. Do we force the engagement? I think the answer might be yes. If they're feeling so unconfident, and hopefully we could at least destroy some so that they wouldn't be confident taking anything else that's got a battle station. We're going to go for the engagement. Yep, we're willing to fight. Ooh. Well, that's a shame. We destroyed one. I don't know if this is new damage or not. But they might not be willing to start more crap here. I mean, they're still pretty strong. That's a new fleet of a single. Okay. Do we rebuild our Earth Defense group? I think we probably have to. Because we're... sorry, I meant to click here. Yeah, we're still a year away from the torches and a new design. Yeah, I think so. Ship construction. Around Earth, we're going to go and make the Orion torpedo monitors. Yeah, and I'm going to go and build one at every one of our berths. And berth some ships. Yeah, so in 80 days, we can go around the world. I mean, in 80 days, we'll get a new fleet. Ah, alien assault fleet. Okay. Now, they don't like to engage, so it might be difficult for us to force one. There you go. More negative enthrall stuff is very good. You know what? I will go and start working on this. We do a lot of, like, the economy investment's pretty nice, so I will go and get that started. Kessler Syndrome. Debris increases by 10. Mission control goes down. Public opinion boost for the Protectorate. Oh, because people don't like all the space battles going on. And so they're vibing with the Protectorate of maybe we should just GG out. Okay. Okay, that's the next point. Sorry, I was excited. I thought we had all of Sweden. But we don't. But there we go. Fail the purge mission. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, hold on. You're good enough that... Oh, wait. Did they move? Wasn't the resistance? Wasn't the message the servants failed in Sweden? Did they leave? Did you go and boop that agent? I'm a little confused by what's going on. I wonder if it's worth killing them. Warming. Ooh. Yeah, we're leaving anyway. It's fine. I like how we get a public opinion boost because people are like, yeah, you know what? You're right. This planet is doomed. That is a really good agent. Now, I think if we were to kill them, they would probably go straight to war status. We might be able to delay that a little bit longer. Oh, okay. We can do a plain old purge. Let's go for 92% chance over here. And then maybe going back to... This is fine. We're going to protect that point, which is great. There's nothing for us to burn, right? Oh, there is, actually. So let's do that, and let me cycle. Fei Yun can protect. There you go. Thank you for that. Yeah, get both of those protected. That's going to be fine. We don't have a ton of public opinion. Might be worth doing a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Who do I want? I think Yoko. You're going to come over here and set some national policy because we probably want to do some unification and we want to set up some federation as well. I still don't know if we're going to be able to do the unification or not. Possibly we can. Possibly everything is in place for that. I just didn't remember. It probably does work because you're not part of a federation. You're a single country called the Eurasian Union. So yeah. And I don't know if like the trick, because I seem to remember, I think it was last game when we were doing China stuff and like things were being unified. There's a possibility that some things break off depending on whether we have claims over various areas. It might have been PR based. It might have been government based. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see what shakes out as we give this a go. We are a fair amount over this, but yeah, we'll probably start by first unifying Switzerland, which is going to save us not all these points, because it's going to be 3 times, let's say 3 times 9 was 27. So yeah, but some of those are going to be added to the control point cost over here. Actually, it might be enough to put us under the limit. I'm not sure how the math works out, but it'll do us pretty good anyway. And then we'll see. At some point, we can go and merge the UK, and maybe that point is now. Because I wasn't doing it because, like, well, I didn't need the control point limit stuff, but I guess now might be the time. Hell, we're nearly at the funding. No, sorry, we're only halfway, but still. I don't think there's the same sort of strong incentive to go and keep that fixed. It might also be worth doing a little bit of this too. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to put a cut in here. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.